do you see like a built-in bias in Europe and in the US, in these countries where you've also served in these countries? Is there a built-in bias in the media in these countries against India, and has that changed a bit, or has it become more? Has it become stronger when India's economy is doing pretty well now?
Well, I think that what is there are certain countries where they still feel that India was their colony. And this is their mindset. They realize their limitations. They can't do that. And many of them can't even accept the fact that India is growing at a pace that it is growing, number one. Despite that, India remains independent and it is following a certain strategic autonomy that is not acceptable to them. So they have these embedded biases against India. And so we can't be thinking that they are going to be our great friends for all our benefit. It is transactional purely, and we need to look at it from that point of view. I'm a realist and I look at it from that perspective always.
I've seen in some countries the police force using drones as a regular feature. In our country, we don't. The policing it's only in conflict zones, like say anti-Naxal operation, you have drones over the forest area to see where they are. Or if there are riots happening, then the police are using it. Not on a continuous basis, because there'll be enough people in our country who'll say, oh, my privacy is violated, But those same people, when they go abroad, and it's invariably the upper middle class or extremely wealthy who are very conscious about this privacy being hit when the drones are around. So when they go abroad, they have no problem in these countries when there are drones, when there are CCTV cameras everywhere. There's not a problem at all. And in fact, another thing which I've noticed is that in many countries, when you land, you get free SIMs. They give you free SIM.
Yeah.
They actually, Indians install, not just Indians, there are several people that are free mein mil raha hai. Install a
data.
foreign chip inside your cell phone. Your entire data is gone.
Correct.
They don't have a problem.
Privacy needs to be inculcated right from school times to make people understand what it is. For example, with no names taken, our smartphones, okay? So, in the West and China, when a person goes abroad, they don't carry their domestic smartphones, they carry burner phones. It is centrally issued, okay? You will find all our officials carrying their smartphones and visiting foreign countries. Now, you think because you do not have the capacity to monitor it, the OEM does, he can just put his hand in and pull it out. Okay? And I know of delegations who have landed up in, without names being taken, countries wherein SMS is popped up saying under our laws, this is illegal. That means he's telling you that from your phone, I have detected whatever, you got certain faults, blah, 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 this is all illegal. People have come back and asked, how did they know? I said, they are the OEM, man. They can just put their hand in. Okay? So, that sort of awareness is not coming to India. So, this is...
So, security is something we'll have to figure out that there's somebody watching you all the time. And you better accept it from school level itself.
Yes, school level it needs to be done.
Privacy and security, both in the information age is mandated. But our challenges is India is existing right from Stone Age to the 21st century and in between. So, our focus is not there, but there has to be a central focus.
So this, this whole privacy thing brings up many people who say कि why हमारे साथ ऐसे क्यों हो रहा है? Why do we need to open up like this where we allow this kind of security? Not realizing that when you want to be protected by the police, by the government, by everybody. You want to be in a protected area. You want to take the metro and go anywhere. You want to take a bus and go anywhere. You want to go to a film theatre and feel safe. You want to enter a hotel and feel safe. When you want all that safety in a 1.4 billion population, somewhere you have to allow this kind of surveillance which takes place. Am I wrong in thinking like that?
No, we have to communicate one thing is whatever is being done is to provide you the security. Because this surveillance is not against them per se. That is also to keep you safe. And certain kind of trust has to be developed. I mean, until few years ago, you were scared of the police also, even to go there. Today it's changing. The nature is changing. So that kind of a distrust and mistrust that the citizens had needs to be dispelled. And that is being done now on a very big scale. I know that it's much easier, especially that thanks to information age, it's become much easier. Interface is limited also. You can file your FIR online and things like that. You don't have to be harassed. But that is something that needs to be, we are a big country. As you mentioned, 1.4 billion. And we will be the most populous country for next at least 20, 30 years. So the quantum of challenge that we have is mind-boggling, frankly.
Yes.
We are not China. It's a democratic country. In a democratic country, you have certain disadvantages as well. I mean, when I was in Sweden, people used to say, for 9 million people, what is it? I mean, you can do everything. It's like half of our municipality.
Singapore, right? Even
half of our municipality. Plus, they are all very educated people. They are all savvy about the thing. They understand their rights. They understand the government's rights. In India, that happens is everything we expect is only from the government. That's our expectation.
Yeah.
Right. At the same time, this again brings the debate about rights and responsibilities. So you are looking at your rights, but you are not looking at your own responsibility to cooperate. So I think that kind of a campaign is absolutely necessary when we are teaching people how to secure themselves at their level. I mean, everybody's phone once in a while gets compromised because we are it happened to me very recently. But this is something that one needs to be vigilant about. That's very important.
When we talk about security, it's also organizations, right? Most organizations have security in front of their offices, in front of hotels, hospitals. They have that. But people don't like it. They don't like their bags being checked. They don't like their cars being checked. So as a result of that, I was listening into some podcast or something where they said that literally now the guards who are there in front of hospitals and hotels, they are like an extension of the hospitality staff. They're literally doing a Shashtang Pranam when you enter, because they are like apologizing profusely for asking you to check the boot of your car with the metal detector. They're not intimidating enough for somebody who's going to be taking his car and doing a bomb blast. To be absolutely cruel and rude, I'm saying this to you that when this thing happened, when the Red Fort bomb blast happened, that guy could have gone anywhere and done this. He could have gone to Cyber Hub, he could have gone to AIMS, he could have gone anywhere because there's no check. Those guys are actually literally hospitality staff.
India's challenges, I agree, are slightly different. But here, I would like to... I've listened very carefully when the ambassador said that duties and responsibilities. Okay? So, I've heard this multiple times, people telling me in a democracy... No, the truth is, we are a constitutional republic with a democratic system of governance. Now, second you say you're a constitutional republic with a democratic system of governance, the thing changes. In India, we only say we are a democracy. We're supposed to be functioning as per law and rules. Okay? It is not that many people have asked me since I've come on your podcast that why are you not always pro a particular policy? Why do you try to? I said, no, it's constructive. If I am just an official spokesperson, I have no credibility. Last time also the same thing, I sent you that NATO this on strategic communication. What is obvious has to be immediately told the truth. It might not be a comfortable truth. It might not agree with me for accepting that it is a truth. But I can't deny it. So I accept. This is the truth. So it starts off from a narrative.
Namaste, Jai Hind. You're watching ANI podcast with Smita Prakash.
अगर हम उसको मस्जिद कहेंगे तो फिर विवाद होगा.
The issue is टूटा है क्या भारत?
400 पार का मतलब ये है कि संविधान खतरे में है.
क्या हम लोग ये निर्देश देते हैं कि फला को गिरफ्तार करके जेल डाल दें?
वही तो कह रहे हैं सब.
ये बेबुनियाद निराधार आरोप.
सच्चा सुनना चाहो देखो स्मिता प्रकाश ANI. It does not lie.